Assalamu Alicom. My name is Amina Mabrouk, founder of Aspire Learning Tools. Many of you know me as the developer for tabletop games for Muslim kids. My intention was to bring families together where they're able to play a game that revolves around enhancing, informing, and educating and empowering kids about their identity and who they are, while making the parents happy. You know, in a way, it is rewarding and satisfying for parents when they're able to provide a product or provide something for their kids that's meaningful, purposeful, and builds their life after. Since then, the purpose or the intent of my video has shifted from game development to empowering mothers and fathers, grandparents, whomever is the one responsible for raising and being there for their kids, to empower those whom they are responsible for. So it shifted from tabletop game development to informing and empowering. There may be a possibility where in the future I will revisit that, but as of now, in the current now, it is on a pause. And this is my first video. It's been about 2 years since I've done a video or so. 2 years. Especially last Ramadan. This last Ramadan really hit home for me as far as how do I need to improve? Because part of what COVID did was I had no option and no room whatsoever to run away from myself anymore. If we really want to have a heart-to-heart conversation, COVID had a serious impact on me. If we reflect on how our usual day-to-day really was happening, is we would wake up, have our normal routine, most of us go to work, or you drop off your kids to school, come home, and continue your day-to-day activities, cleaning, cooking, bringing your children back from school, or the bus brings them home, then checking on their homework, then they have extracurricular activities and whatnot. So that routine is very hard for us to stop and say, where do I really need to self-improve to build that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And I truly believe in my heart that COVID was a sign from Allah for us to pause and reflect. And unfortunately, in many situations, it led to the rise of divorce in our community. It led to the increase of suicide. It led to many of the mental health rise in our community, not just in the Muslim community, but everywhere else as well. It's become so apparent, so much more than before. That's because our normal routine is no longer there to cover up or to help us hide behind that curtain anymore. This is Allah asking us to stop and self-reflect. So if we don't take this opportunity to really self-analyze and help ourselves first so we're able to get to Jannah, no one is there to save you. You can only save you. That's a huge wake-up call for me. And sometimes that's what's needed, right? Whether because it's an external factor that we cannot control. It's the qadr of Allah, meaning it's preordained, it's written. Everything was written 50,000 years prior to our existence. We just exist to live out our story and what's already written for us. I want to give a disclaimer, I'm not a scholar, right? This is all based on information that we have access to, whether it's through Islamic books, through Noor Art, the website that I go to and purchase my books and whatnot. Forgive me if I say anything wrong. Anything wrong is from my own doing. Anything right is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the bottom line is moving forward, this video will be, or this channel will revolve around conversations on how to empower yourself to empower your families. Male or female, it doesn't matter. I think all conversations are important to address. And I do think that including being inclusive and welcoming diversity in all conversations are really important. And inshallah, Allah will help me to be consistent in my goal to post on a weekly basis, inshallah ta'ala. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Inshallah, I will be posting my first video consistently on a weekly basis. Thank you. Assalamu Alicom.